guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So let's talk about apps that are super important for any newcomer in Canada. So the first one I'll talk about is transit apps such as Presto and of course Google Maps. Except if you are super rich, by the time you land in Canada, you would definitely be using public transport, and you would need those apps that help you to catch the bus, catch the train, like I'm doing this morning. So Google Maps and transit apps like TTC app or whatever the name of your transport company in your city is. And you'd also, of course, be using apps like Presto, which is the payment app, the payment method for paying for this kind of public transit. It's actually cold, and I'm in Toronto now, which brings me to the next app I'll be talking about, which is the weather app. One thing that you can be sure of is that in Canada, you have to dress for the weather. Like one of my professors back in university used to say that there's no bad weather, there's only inappropriate dressing or bad dressing, so to say. So before leaving your house, you definitely need to check the weather. Weather apps are your friend in Canada. Back home in Nigeria, I could just get dressed and leave the house without, getting it wrong. But here, wake up in the morning, you want to check weather before you leave the house. So of course there are so many options for weather apps, and a lot of the time these apps come by default with your mobile phone. However, to get the most accurate one, I'll put up the icon here, Canada Weather. It's kind of a government-funded app, and I found that it's usually very accurate. So aside using the normal Google Weather app, I also make sure to check this app just to be sure that I have the correct, forecast for the day. It's interesting because the sun is up, but it still feels cold. So the real feel is -1, which is actually what you should be taking note of when you're looking at the weather. The real feel is how it's actually going to feel on your body. So let's talk about finding a job as a new immigrant in Canada. If you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know this for a fact, that in Canada, one major way of getting a good job is through networking, which makes LinkedIn my #1 app for job search. And one key thing to note about using LinkedIn is that you must be able to use it effectively for networking. Other apps include Glassdoor, Indeed.ca, ZipRecruiter, and the likes. However, LinkedIn takes the cake. Look, in Canada, it is very important for you to network, and you must be able to leverage LinkedIn maximally. You must be able to optimize your use of LinkedIn. Use LinkedIn to reach out to agencies, use LinkedIn to reach out to recruiters, and use LinkedIn to read about companies that you are interested in applying to for jobs, right? Also, LinkedIn is a very good place for you to showcase what you know, right? It's a good place for you to post articles, write your thoughts about your industry, So it's a very nice platform that, of course, I would expect that you already have a LinkedIn profile. as, a, as a new immigrant in Canada, you can't underestimate the use of LinkedIn. Oh. Yeah, thank you. 90, yeah? Another app I'm always going around with that is very important is my mobile wallet. So, depending on the type of phone, Google Wallet or Apple Wallet or Apple Pay, as it is called, can be very important, because sometimes you forget your credit card at home or your debit card at home or your transit card. You forget it at home. But if you have this app and you put all these cards on it, then anywhere you go with your phone, you have your card with you. you know, and it comes in very handy whenever I come to work or even grocery shopping or anything. I use Google Pay to make payments. Makes life super easy. Yeah, work is done for today after multiple meetings and a lot of reviews. It's time to go home. Let's talk about banking apps. Of course, you're going to have your mobile banking apps for your bank account as a newcomer to Canada. However, you're also going to need apps such as Wealth Simple for investment, your high yield savings accounts like TFSA and your RASP for your children or RSP for your retirement. You'd need an app like Wealth Simple for that. You also need to have apps like Borrowwell, Credit Karma. These are apps that help you to monitor your credit score so that you know when there's any new loan that has been taken on your credit and monitor what is happening on your credit profile. Yeah, so I've just talked about three financial apps. Did I say three? Yeah, three apps. Wealth Simple, Credit Karma, Borrowwell, aside your normal banking apps. I have a voice note from my mom. Aside calling home on WhatsApp calls, you're going to need phone calling apps for calling home. For me, I use Reptel. It helps me to be able to call people that are not, probably using a smartphone. Because when you use Reptel to make a call, the number shows at the other end as a normal phone number. Yeah, so I do that to call back home, even to call any other country, not only back home in Africa or whichever country. It's really cheap, and I have a referral code. If you want to check it out, I'll put it in the description box below. Make sure you check it out. Someone recently told me about Gas Buddy. It's an app that shows you the different prices at gas stations around you. So I just downloaded it on the train now. The gas is not necessarily the cheapest anyways, but I need to buy gas. Talking about grocery shopping, before going, check Flip. Flip is an app that shows you flyers of many grocery stores near you, and it shows all the flyers and coupons, especially the ones near you, so you're able to compare prices of specific items. I use this a lot and it has been a game changer, because most of these stores would price match for you if you can show them that the item you're buying is being sold at a lower price somewhere else. Some of them would price match for you, so it's a really good thing to have Flip app on your phone. So for online shopping, I make use of Rakuten. Rakuten is a cashback app. Basically, they give you money back for making purchases through them. They are not a store, a shop on their own. No, it only links you to normal online stores. I believe it includes stores like Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy. They give you cash back on whatever you buy from these stores. And sometimes they even give you double cash back. So it's always a sweet deal. I recently got my check. They will send you a check, a physical check, They sent me a check, and I was so happy because it's cash back. It's free money, So make use of it. You can also download the extension or whatever browser, the extension, you can download it for your laptop or your PC, which is also an added advantage. So if you go on any website that is linked to Rakuten, the extension will actually notify you, and you'll be able to activate it and make purchase through them. And the cashback adds up over time. So imagine buying things online, just your normal purchases that you do anyways, from the beginning of the year to the end. Imagine how much you can get in cashback. Don't sleep on it. You can use my referral link in the description box below. So I'm back home. Talking about home, one major challenge that new immigrants have when they arrive in Canada is getting accommodation. And websites that would come in handy include kijiji.ca, rentals.ca, and Facebook. Facebook Marketplace is very important when it comes to searching for accommodation in Canada right now. It's also important to use Facebook Marketplace to buy household items like furniture and some other things in the house, because when you come to Canada as a new immigrant, things are expensive. You want to, leverage on buying used items. And a lot of times, these items are still in good condition that you can still use, and they will still serve you for some time. So Facebook Marketplace is one really good app to have. Of course, I know some people don't like Facebook Marketplace because there are so many scams out there. So there are alternatives like Carrot and a few other ones that you can actually make use of. And that's a wrap. These apps helped me to save money and time. I hope they do the same for you. If you have any other app recommendation that you'd like me to check out, I'm a newcomer myself, so if you put it in the comment section, you'll be helping me and you'll be helping other newcomers like myself. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like button. And if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, this is your chance to do so. It's free. Make sure you are subscribed so that you see more videos like this in the future from my channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.